Be bold, be proud, be yourself, and demand normal. Ms. Molly Head, and I live in Indianapolis, Indiana. I've actually lived here for 25 years, but in my life I've lived in rural Alabama, I've lived in Houston, I've lived in LA, I've lived in Baltimore, I've lived in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I've lived a lot of places, and don't ask me why, but I have sort of always come back to the Midwest. I don't know why, but I think that I just feel more comfortable here. I'm originally from the Midwest, so I just do not, in terms of relationships between people, whether they are straight people, whether they are gay couples, I just don't see a lot of difference, in terms of the dynamics, in terms of, codependency or whatever issues you want to talk about go on between two human beings who are in a partnership that involves romance, sex, money, how we gonna raise our children, what are our beliefs, does the toilet paper roll outward or inward, all that stuff. I don't think that there's a huge difference between straight or gay people. I would say I'm basically straight, but I would say that I think that human sexuality is really a lot more fluid than most of us want to talk about or say. I kind of go with the Kinsey theory, and we had, what's his name, Dr. Kinsey. He did all the sex studies at IU, Indiana University in Bloomington, in like the 50s and 60s, and he studied human sexuality. And God, I don't know that I want the whole world to see this, but he said that all mammals exhibit some heterosexual, some homosexual, and some autosexual behavior. And we are all mammals, and we are just animals. So I think that in the new millennium in America, I think that humans absolutely have the right to define themselves the way they want to be who they want to be. It really shouldn't matter one way or another. And I think to some extent, sometimes I do get tired of the whole gay scene, if you want to know the truth. It's like, okay, most people I know don't really care one way or another whether someone is straight, gay, whatever. So, Carpe Diem said, in the world that I work in, I would say that generally people don't care. There are still some rednecks out there who are uptight about gay people, but I think increasingly, I know there's a thriving gay professional scene in Indianapolis. There are gays who work in law, in banking, real estate. Downtown Indianapolis is a very, I would say, pretty well integrated straight, gay kind of situation and mentality. And the people that I work with, some are gay, some are straight. It just really is not something that I give a lot of thought to. Everyone I knew thought that was, when it was repealed, that was a good thing. It's stupid to, gays have served in the military for thousands of years, millenniums. And it's just so stupid I think in terms of the military, it's about any working situation, you want to make people comfortable around you. I mean, if you're gay, you don't, you don't want to be, you don't want to be hitting on someone, but if you're straight, you shouldn't be hitting on someone either. I mean, the point is, I think all of this, it's about good manners. It's about being decent human beings, whoever we are and whatever we are. I mean, the same thing with race relations. We should not treat people differently. You know, we're all humans. Obviously, we're all people. We're all children of God, if I can put it that way. I guess I would say that legal rights should be exactly the same for gays as for straights in terms of marriage. Most people I know feel the same way. Again, I wouldn't say there's that much of a difference. I would suspect that if we have half of the straight marriages now ending in divorce, I think very much the same thing would happen in the gay world. If all gay people got married and in the same way that straight people get married, we'd have a 50% divorce rate too. I don't think it's that big of a deal either way. I do want to say, please visit our website, HoosierHistoryLive.org. I produce Hoosier History Live, and we are the nation's only live with call-in talk radio show about history. And we have all kinds of people who work on the show and on the project. And we are Hoosiers, but we really don't care about anyone's sexual orientation. So, again, I want to say be proud, be bold, be yourself, and demand normal.